just about to put my rod over and I've just come over some mental ground. Yup, oh, fuck. Oh, good fish. Well, good afternoon and welcome back to another fishing adventure. Now, if you can't hear me, it's windy, it's howling, but it's not actually too bad. It's very rough out here. When I say rough, it's about medium, moderate. We've got a slight little bang, bang, bang. It was quite hard getting out of here. We've got wind coming this way and tide going out, and that's why it's giving that ripple effect. But we are in the zone where we're going to start fishing, where I'm going to start fishing. One of the boys is over there and one of the boys is over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to fish this area with like the outer heads of the reef. They're the outer parts there. And we're just going to fish some soft plastics and some, I don't know, surface lures, really depending on the wind. Hopefully we can find some fish in this area. We'll see. I'm pretty sweaty. I'm just going to chill and cool off. But what I'm actually doing is I've got to where I want to be, and I'm actually just going to see where I'm going to drift and what way. And then what I can do is start off where I'm going to fish and then, you know, head the way that I'm going to drift. I think we're going to kind of drift that way against the tide, but with that slight breeze. We'll see, time will tell. But as you can probably see below us, weeds, japweed, sand, broken rock, everything like that. It's the concoction of sand eel soup and bass, and that's what we're looking for, bass today. So let's get out there and let's start fishing. Right, let's do this. I'm going to start with just a little happy eel in 12 gram in green and just whack it out and see what happens. There's lots of low-lying seaweed in this area, so got to kind of be careful. You guys, can you watch out for birds? If you see any birds around, diving around, let us know. See birds, there might be fish. If we don't get anything on a soft plastic, we'll just move over to a surface lure. The first drift is always see where you're going. Even though we kind of know which way we're going to go, we're going to drift towards Seymour Tower, which is on our left hand side, but I think I'm actually going to go to a surface lure already. Quick change. Just going to go for an estuary. With a surface lure, we're just flipping it over the top. I'm just using the rod tip just to flick it so it kind of zigzags. Oh, fish behind me. Yup, oh, yup, fish up. Yeah, boy. You see that? Just a little small fish. Took off the top. There you go. Now these are what you need on a kayak. These little things are perfect for taking the fish off. It's always nice to get the first fish. Oh yeah, bang! Oh, flip! What a nice take that was. Oh, he's a better fish. Nice. Boom. Lovely action. I didn't even see him take it. He just sucked it up from underneath. Right, we're just coming up to a rock here, so we might have to start this drift again because that's the little lure that I'm using, a little story. Right, we know our drift now, so we know what way we're going to go, so I'm just going to use this area. I was getting the fish on the latter part of the drift, but I've just moved up a little bit further in this area and I'm just going to work this surface lure, the little estuary. Now currently we're actually over sand, we're not over any rocks. You really want to be over the weed beds, bringing this over the weed beds. Maybe over there might be, but once we start drifting closer to that reef again. But it's bloody marvellous out here, isn't it? It might be a little bit rocky, as I say, moderate, but it's absolutely stunning. What I'll do is I'll keep mixing up though. If we don't get anything on this drift, on the surface lure, we might move a little bit further up and just keep drifting and drifting and drifting this area until we actually find a pocket of fish. On a really flat day, you would see the fish behind me, but today, you've just got to really look out for the commotion of my surface lure, because you picture it doing that. Out there, it's quite hard to see. Getting closer to where I had those 2 fish on the first drift, so we might be back on the money in a second, you never know. The lads are over that way a little bit, so we're all covering a nice bit of ground. We're not all packed up. It's a big ocean, so everyone has a chance to play. All right, we're over some rough ground now. The changing colour of the water below, you can see it's not the green turquoise colour, it's brown and dark. Keep an eye on that big seal over there. Hopefully he doesn't come over here. I've moved back to the estuary for this drift. Oh, did I just get... Oh, I just had a real good fish. Hope you guys caught that, because I didn't. I went to look at my watch because it was beeping. Well, I was just moving to another spot, and right over there on the edge of that rock over there, there's a big seal where that bird's just flying past. A massive seal just over there, just sitting on the rock. Don't know if you can see him. He's over there on the top. Big girl. Hopefully he doesn't come over here. Quiet, isn't it? Had those fish at the start, but then it's died off, so this area might be a little bit of a dud now. Had that big fish that came up after me before. Stupid me went to check my Apple Watch because it was buzzing off. Oh, that seal's looking at me right now. Go back to a soft plastic, I think. Brown fantasy, I think. Where are the bass today? Sometimes it can be like this, sometimes it's not always easy going. Sometimes you've got to really work to find them. Looks lovely in here, the water pouring through. There's no bass at home. Beautiful landscape though out here, eh? Looks so fishy. Yup, fish on. There you go. At last. There we go. Changed over to the brown fantasy and we've got a fish at last. Don't know how big it is. Doesn't feel too big. Oh, it's not bad at all. Just a wee little fish, but not bad. Boom. At last, we've caught a fish. It's been a little while since we've caught one. Just using a little straight retrieve. Didn't even know how big he was then, to be honest, because he was kiting around. Usually a small fish will come up to the surface straight away. When you're out in these places and it's hot, you forget about drinking. It's always good to keep hydrated. Oh, yup. I just paused and I had a fish hit me. This could be a good fish, actually. I don't know, it could be a wrasse. Oh, it's bloody off, this one. Oh, it's tugging me. Could have that seal. This thing's pulling me around. It could be a wrasse, this. Oh. It's a bass. It's a nice bass. Yes. not bad. I thought he was well bigger, to be honest, but nice little fish. He was dragging me around. I thought he was well bigger, but hey-oh, can't win them all. God. Got some lovely ground below us, really nice. Water's drifting over it lovely as well, so it's gonna have a little turn around here and hopefully we can get into something. Not seen much bait fish and I've not seen much bird action today, so last time I was out here it was mental. We'll have a couple more casts on this little bit and then we'll just move again. My hands are absolutely ruined from today. Well, so far it's been a little bit quiet, to be honest. Most of them have come on this little whippersnapper, little story, but I do have some other surface lures that I might actually start trying, because the surface lures have been the ones that have caught me most fish and it's the most exciting. I've also got this, which is a gunfish. This gives more of a little splash. It's got a little scoop on the front of its face, so when it walks the dog it gives a little splash. But I've also got a little fan favourite, and I know I have caught loads of fish on this before, and that's a little chappy, which I might go for in a second. You can tell this thing's absolutely battered and bruised. It's actually only got one eye. We'll call this one I'm a Cyclops. So yeah, you can go for those, or obviously a fan favourite is a little frosty as well. But it's a little bit of a ripple today, so I like to use something that's a little bit bulkier and it can move in and out. Now what we could also do is, you in? Thought Scott was in. What else we could do, when it starts to flow, we could use something like this. This is an Albi Snacks. This is an amazing lure. Or we could use something like an Evo lure. Evo is like a sand eel lounce colour. This one's more of a nighttime colour that I use. It's like a black and silver. But as you can see here, this one's actually unweighted. It's got no weighted hook, and this one's weighted. If it's a little bit deeper or there's a little bit of tide and you want to just keep it underneath the surface, something that's belly weighted like that would work. Whereas if it's, you know, something you want to skip along the top, move really slowly, unweighted. And that's what they both look like together, something like that. So they are options that we can go for. Obviously we've been catching fish on the YKR, which is a proven killer. So there are loads of options to use, but the bass are being a little bit finicky today. The boys have been catching them, but it's been a little bit slow going. So we have caught fish, which is good. So yeah, let's keep going, let's keep fishing and see if we can get into something else. Always good to have an option. Right, let's go. This is the one. Tide's just changed now, so beautiful little area this. Nice now that sun's gone behind that cloud as well. Just got to be careful with all the rocks around us. There's lots of them here, but it's a lovely area, loads of weed. Come on fish, someone pray to the bass gods. Oh, that was it. Yup. Oh, oh. Oh, he's off. There's the prey to the bass gods. He came for me a few times, that one. It's nothing big today. Nothing of size anyway. Got to watch this rock right there. Just got to watch it. Pray to the bass gods again. Oh, fish there again. Yup, there you go. Yup. It's only a small fish. But we're finding them, which is nice. Fortune favours the brave. Oh, what an explosion that was. Oh, I've not had a bite for a while, so that kind of woke me up. Nice mistake that was. Oh, you're up again! Oh, fuck! Two in a row. Come back, baby. Two fish in a row. I'm not even going to try and entertain it, but yes. Well, little catch up. As you can see, the light's fading. It's getting, you know, to the point now where we're gonna have to probably go in soon. Sun's dropping behind me, as you can probably just see over there. But it's been one of those kind of sessions: find the fish, off the fish, find the fish, off the fish. And when you've not got a boat or an engine, you can't really stay on them when they're like this, because I'm in a kayak. And don't get me wrong, I love being in the kayak. I love being out here, you know, you're at the water's edge literally. And yeah, it's been hard going, but just then I found two fish really close together on a little head, which was back that way where we're going to go back in a second. But yeah, it's been hard going. Most of the fish have fallen to the estuary in this yellow colour, which, you know, doesn't really look like anything, but the fish are nailing it. I had a few takes on the chappie, but the chappie hasn't really produced. But the other lure that was catching fish was the brown fantasy, which is a YKR sand eel. So it has been quite fun. We have caught fish. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've been out looking for the birds, because the birds are the giveaway, but we've not seen any birds really diving today. The bait must be down deep, not on top where the bass are just mowing it up and smashing it all over the place. Should we call it a night, or? Yeah, let's do it. Some mental, I'm just about to pack up, and then I've just come over some mental ground. Oh, loads. I was just about to put my rod over, and I've just come over some mental ground. Yup. Oh, fuck. Oh, good fish. Oh shit! Yes, it's a nice fish! Oh. Yes! Come on! Yeah! Oh mate, there's some lovely ground here. Yes, I got it. We were just about to pack up, and I just come over some nice ground, and the best fish of the night just tanked me. Beautiful fish. That's what we came for. Now, I was going to keep a fish tonight, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to put him back because I've worked so hard for this fish. Fatty, proper fatty. just before dark, just before we're about to go in. Oh! At last! A nice fish! At last! And that's how we're going to close off the video. Fish to end the session. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.